So I just watched Avatar The Way of Water, and I'm happy to report that this is a great, stunning, action-packed, emotional roller coaster of a movie. This was so much better than I thought it was gonna be, and it really shows how good of a storyteller James Cameron is. First off, the visuals and CGI is absolutely amazing, gorgeous, and outstanding. I watched it in IMAX 3D, and it's one of the most immersive and stunning experiences I've ever had in a theater. It really sucks you into Pandora and all the characters, and it makes the world realistic and believable, especially the underwater sequences. All the sets are huge and realistic, and the action sequences are exciting, intense. As a blockbuster, this is a fun, exciting, and entertaining film which gives you amazing action and great visuals. To add on to that, the story and plot is actually good. Like the first film, this is a fairly simple and straightforward story. But the core of this film is about Jake Sully and his personal drama with his family. There are lots of moments, especially in the third act, that brings out emotions and are actually heartbreaking. The stakes are extremely high in this film, and it really shows in the finale. Surprisingly, this film handled and developed each character nicely. We spend a lot of time with new characters like Jake Sully's kids, and it makes us actually care about them, and they have their own personality. Now, this movie is long. It's more than 3 hours, and it has a slow-paced plot, especially when Jake and his family are adapting to the water, but I don't mind it that much. The finale of this film, though, is non-stop intense action and drama, where we don't have time to breathe since the stakes are so high. It's amazing how good James Cameron is at building suspense. Now, this film does have some cliches and coincidental stuff to move the plot forward, and it does copy some of the plot beats of the first movie, but compared to the great things about this film, I don't mind. Okay, so now I'll be talking about spoilers, so skip to this timestamp if you don't want to be spoiled. I didn't think that Spider was a good character, as it's hard to tell which side he was on for the majority of the film. I do think he'll be better in the later films. Like I said, as much as I loved the final battle, it felt a little bit repetitive when Sully's kids kept going back and forth to the ship. It's like when one of the kids escape, another one gets captured, and the escaped characters need to save them. But speaking of the final battle, I was actually surprised by the movie killing Jake Sully's oldest son. It really raised the stakes, making it known that this movie isn't afraid of killing people off, which makes it more scary and intense when everyone else is about to drown. This movie was just a roller coaster of emotions, so that was my quick thoughts on Avatar The Way of Water. Overall, it's a fun, exciting, and visually stunning film with great action, emotional moments, and great characters, while still being in an immersive world. Don't go into this expecting a 10 out of 10 perfect 13 years in the making masterpiece. It's definitely better than the first Avatar film while still having some issues. I'm still excited for what's to come in the next 3 Avatar films, and I would definitely recommend you to watch it if you haven't. And if you are, watch it in the biggest screen possible. I'm giving Avatar The Way of Water a 8.5 out of 10.